corn harvest, baby. Okay, so mine's a roto disc. His is the Horizon North Star corn head I'm referring to. Cut job, surprisingly similar. Nice cob, no chunks out of it. All thrashed out, actually coming out whole. That's what you want to see, so I think we're dialed. This is the line between the roto disc and the Horizon. So mower blade, cutting it off, roto disc. I'm cutting a little higher, but they look the same. I think our cobs are smaller than we think, but they're coming out threshed and looking decent. We're at 24 on the rotor, 340. Yeah, this is satisfactory. I was a little nervous about it. Look at how she just disintegrates the trash versus Brody's head that cuts them into chunks about like that long. That's crazy. And then over here, I mean, it's total. That's what the roto disc is supposed to just demolish your trash so it breaks down quicker. It'll be interesting to see what it looks like after tillage and springtime too.
See the difference out there?
What?
See the difference out there?
For what?
Tillage.
Yeah, well, it might be. It might break down fast. It might be more of a spring thing. Grain carts! Where you at? Grain carts! There we go. It's pretty unheard of. Well, I shouldn't say that. Last few years we've been pretty good with our corn moistures, but I didn't expect it to be this good dry. All right, first job complete. We just did this little patch. I don't know, what is it, 10 acres, Brody? Something like that. And 13.6 to be exact. We did just this area so the trucks can see people coming in and out of the driveway. We're gonna go down to the end of the driveway, take 24 off so they can see the highway better. Yeah, then we're to the next field. A whole field, I think. There he is, the big 9RX. Unreal. How's she running? You got her tuned up? Oh, man. All right, we've moved about a mile from the farm. It's one of our heavier, flatter, it's just heavy gumbo stuff, just terrible. That's a good spot. There's a lot of 120 bushel corn out here, so we're trying to tweak on them. We got out with a wrench, looked at some of the cobs. They're super rubbery. They're about that long. We got to tighten down. Where I took a wrench, put on this around the cob that's threshed out, and they're 18 millimeters. So we've set the rotor to 18, kind of sped it up. I think I'm going to turn my fan down some. I think there's a lot of little kernels that might be blowing out. We're doing about 6 miles an hour to try to, well, A, we're not filling the machines to capacity, and B, I mean, we typically shoot for 4,200 bushel an hour right there. So we were noticing our rotor loss was higher, like that bar was running higher before, so we got out, checked, tightened down to 18. Now it's running a lot better, I would say. So I think we would have some rotor loss, which makes sense. If we were too open, it's just tumbling around in there. So hopefully this will help. Maybe it'll clean up the sample a little bit too, because we were getting like tips of cobs in here. Not all the corn is going to be like this, but a lot are. Spots are. Looking from the road, I wouldn't have guessed this to be 120 bushel corn. I mean, it looks pretty decent, but what do we got here for averages? Field average. Dry yield 123. That's really disappointing. I knew it was going to be rough, but I didn't think it was 120 bushel corn. I thought 160 in the bad fields. But we can't change that. A lot of baby kernels. I mean, they're just really small. All right, we finished what we could on that other field. We ran into a variety that was 4 points wetter. Moved down to a 14-acre field here. This sat underwater for a long time, and it blew. All the tassels are actually corn cobs, and it's like 100 bushel corn here. And it like threw out tillers, so it's like really bushy looking corn. Very strange, very strange. Planter guy or combine guy? Or was it the same guy? Oh man.
See that big ridge of dirt?
Yeah. Yeah, you see this is all planted in the fence row. Okay, it's ruined completely. We cranked it up as high as we can. We're gonna switch spots because that hook's one grass chunk again and it will be worse and maybe unusable. So, when the planter comes in later, hang one row out. Whatever pass is last planted is one auto path line. I don't understand why it can't be both, especially when it's a different crop, but whatever. We have no auto path for this field. And I did call Titan. They do have a end snout, and I did not ask the price, but I know they're not cheap. Another little one here. Wow, this is some intense terrain. This is just asking for picker snoots to leave the chat. And the corn is eared so low this year. Well, the whole plant's stunted. Look at this stuff. And the ear is about this high off the ground, so harvesting it, a lot goes right underneath the head, which is so disappointing. Didn't stare at the row. I hope I stayed on the right one. Auto steer says we are good. This looks like better corn. Let's see what this is going to be. This pretty big side hill here. Shouldn't have sat with water on it. Oh yeah, let's see. We got 190, 185, 180, 180. That's better than 120.